Having to pull your legs tonight to play. I could just do it like I was saying earlier. I'll just do a one shot and kill your characters off at the end.
Hey, I had to jump through hoops, so we're playing.
Really?
There has to be
He literally had to jump through hoops.
Yeah,
Whoa.
we got to see video, or did it happen?
Parent 717,
Oh, I
Drew
got
Black
video of
58,
it, yeah,
D20,
that
Aerodove, thank you, Ace 42X. Thanks for the follows, guys. Alright, so I guess if whoever wants to do the I don't know how long this hat is gonna last because this thing is like super tight on my dome, so you guys can go ahead and just short introductions and do the recap, and we're gonna get going. Can you guys play a little bit extra tonight? Anybody got plans, or anybody need to go to a pajama party or anything tonight, or?
Every day is a pajama party.
I think Malik was play his other game tonight too.
That is blasphemous.
No, they're for tomorrow.
Who wants to play
It's like
D&D
Dominic, you got the
next?
first start.
When you can play 4th edition. Who wants to play D&D next?
I do.
No, I like D&D next. I have confidence.
Cross my fingers and cross my toes.
Right? Alright, let's do this.
I'll go first. Warlock, I'm playing Malik, the Stormbringer. He is a tiefling that is interested in dragon magic and seeks out magic of dragons.
It does, doesn't it?
Next, I'm Crumpet. I play Tamanook, the verbally challenged
Tamanook.
Goliath shaman. Likes the cold, wears a lot of weird furs, has a spirit penguin named Boom as a companion.
I'm Zaven. I play Wellion, the human bard. Pretty much the group face when I have to be, and I am pretty good recently with my psychic attacks.
I love
Head
that.
explosions.
I'm Heavy. I play Batista Xavier Washburn the 14th, the human paladin. And I carry a large flail to smash people through my holy deity cord.
Are you doing the recap this week, Heavy?
Smash.
Okay. I was about to say, I was about to go AFK.
You may want to. I'm Evanthrax, and I play Shamash, Dragonborn Fighter. And the recap for last week is going to be short and sweet.
Good.
After we entered the tower, we were searching various rooms, and two nasty-looking fey ice creatures come down the steps. The group readied themselves for battle. In the meantime, Malik and Walian realized that the fireplaces, which glowed blue, were actually portals. Malik tried and failed to close one of them, but with Walian's expertise, he was able to close them. The rest of the group went into battle against the fey creatures and the minions. Walian closed fireplaces. As we defeated the last of the minions, a metallic creature named Metallica appeared. The party continued to battle him and finally defeated him. Walian decided to explore upstairs while the rest of the group set up barricades at the kitchen. Walian was never heard from again. No, he did come back down and let us know what was upstairs. And that's where we left off.
Metallica was also played by Robert Patrick, and he's also known as the T-1000.
Very nice. I like that. Well, at least it wasn't short and sweet like Crow's last week, about 3 or 4 words.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, it was all good.
Did he phone that one in?
I had to help him a little bit with that. So, all right. So you guys are in the tower, and I'm in the process of opening up my game real quick. So. Sometimes when I open up the game first, I don't know, just sometimes it just throws all of the cutscenes on the overlay, kind of messes with them. But all right, so I'm gonna put you guys back on the tower, and you guys just defeated Metallica. You've got several corpses of, well, shattered corpses of little miniature ice archons that were around coming out of the portals that you literally deactivated several of the portals, and the other two portals were okay. So the western portal, which was in the room, and the portal that was in the kitchen area, well, the cooking area, those two were basically deactivated and destroyed. So you guys want to do a long rest? I think all of your powers and everything are pretty much depleted, right?
Our
Pretty
daily
much.
powers, yeah.
Except for Reaping Strike.
And lay on hands? You always will have lay on hands. Well, healing hands, I'm sorry. Heavy, I said that wrong. Alright, so what are you guys going to do? How are you guys going to prepare for this this skill challenge? Now, I've never done a skill challenge like this before. This is something that I created, and I tried to do this as true to the 4th edition rules as I could. So, this is basically going to be a it's not going to be the most difficult type of skill challenge, but you know, it's like Walian had done a few perception checks before you guys declared that you wanted to do this, and there was nothing visible on the 2nd floor when he was up there. Dominic, you also stuck your head up there from the 1st floor, mind you, because you're so damn tall. You also saw what appeared to be something, and you saw nothing, you heard nothing, so you're feeling pretty confident you might be able to get this rest in. So you're going to need 7 successes before 2 failures. So
I have a question. Is it it's 8 hours of uninterrupted rest?
correct.
I've read somewhere that you actually only need to sleep for 6 of those hours, but I'm not sure.
Well,
Are
I
you sure?
am even taking it one step further than that and saying that you only need 4 because I have the skill challenge involved. So you're going to need to work together as a unit, like you guys always do, and you're going to need to figure out who's going to go first on, you know, resting, who's going to go second, and then the other 2 or the other 3 that are up, then they can actually perform the skill challenge. So it's going to be in 2 phases. There's going to be phase 1, which is the first group that is literally up still, and in the second phase will be the persons or person who was sleeping in the first phase. So there's going to be a total of, you're going to need 7 successes, and there's basically here's basically the primary skill challenges. And well, here's the actual primary skills that are used in this challenge. And I'm going to tell you, and then you guys can be creative on these skills. So you're going to need athletics, acrobatics, dungeoneering, perception, heal, endurance, stealth, diplomacy. Now, certain skill checks, if you are successful, will unlock other potential skill checks as well. So that is an option as well. So you've got plenty of options. So it's basically going to be a 7-2 or 7-2 or 3, depending on how edgy I'm feeling. So, but you guys be creative and, you know, figure out who's gonna, you know, basically take first watch, second watch, and everything else. So I'll let you guys figure this out. So this is a new type of skill challenge that I've actually implemented in 4th edition.
Yeah, for some reason the page is still loading for me.
So you're setting so we only need 4 hours of rest each?
That's it. Yep, because there's a skill challenge involved. So, and I know you
Is
need more than
everybody
4 hours, but I think that the skill challenge will, make up for the time that is not rested. So,
Well, there are 5 of us. We each do 1-hour shifts. That'll get 4 hours for each of us.
oh yeah, there's a
Two
T1000 picture on the board, Whalian.
hours, and then the other 2 go up for 4 hours.
And how's everybody doing? Hey, what's up, Reaper's Wrath? What are you up to tonight, man?
This is true.
Reaper's Wraith. Wraith.
I think it would be better.
Is everybody's tokens in the barricaded room?
Yeah,
Yeah.
except for you.
Yeah, I'm missing one.
Oh, he's
Oops,
under
sorry.
Smash.
I'm right by the door there.
Yeah.
I see nobody else.
There's 2 of them under the door.
Batista,
Oh.
are you in the game now?
Yeah, I've been in the game. It's just loading weird for me. I don't see the
Weird.
other tokens.
Well, load it
You're
again
on your
then.
top
I mean,
nuke right now.
yeah. We aren't going to move. I mean, we are going to sleep, so you can just reboot. Well, not reboot, but restart.
So who wants first watch?
I'll do it.
And you don't have to just barricade yourself in just the one room. I mean, you can literally use the entire floor to your advantage as well. So, I mean, that is an option for you as well.
I'd say we just stick together.
I
So we
agree.
flip those bodies over and take those cold mattresses.
Yeah, I was thinking either that room or, I mean, we could have people sleeping in the storage room over here to the left. We can barricade the door with the table and the shells.
What's up, Cassinar? Man, that was a lot of new followers this week. Holy crap, that was like 50 of them.
And I think we should have
50 new followers. Holy
brute
crap, that was a
with,
lot.
a weakling, at least, so...
Alright, so then that would leave me as the brute, and Malk will be the weakling for one shift.
Shamash will be the brute, and Batista can be the weakling.
At least you're
Just
doing
kidding.
psychic damage now, Whalian. I mean, at least you're doing that.
I think so.
Popping heads.
I think the first 3 games you were in the group, you didn't land that once, I don't think, did you?
I was averaging about 1 hit a session.
No. Yeah, you were on fire last week. Sorry, continue. My bad.
How about Wayland and Smash on the first shift and then the other 3 on the second shift?
Sounds good to me.
Well, the second shift's going to be weak. Ooh, I'm just kidding. Shots fired. I'm just kidding.
Whatever.
All right, so what are you guys going to do for... I mean, what do you guys plan on doing? I mean, do you plan on utilizing, objects and, knowledge of the entire floor, or are you just going to basically just barricade yourself in this one little room?
I think we already did barricade.
All right. Well, that kind of throws my that kind
You guys
of
want to spread out into like people sleeping into the storage area to the side, and
Kinda
people on
just
watch and stay out here.
destroys the skill challenge a little bit. I was hoping they would be more creative and just use the entire floor instead of
That's probably about
Sounds
the
good to
best
me.
idea.
basically just barricading themselves in a room.
And I guess sleeping counts as unconscious. So Boom is going to fade away and sleep in the spirit realm. I'll hide him up there for now.
You mean to tell me he doesn't cuddle with you when you sleep? Oh, come on.
As for me, I'm going to be doing perception checks.
Okay.
As well as stealth checks.
All right. What are you going to be looking for,
Um,
hearing for? What do you...
I have one quick question for you. Were we only supposed to be a part of this skill challenge on our shift?
Correct.
Okay, good. Then
That is correct.
okay.
I am going to be watching and listening for sounds of more monsters coming, as well as making sure that this fireplace over here doesn't reignite.
All right. Roll away, sir. Watch him roll a 1. Damn, this hat is like awesome. All right. You notice as you're in the pantry here, the cooking area, you notice that there is nothing happening with this stove. It is still out. There's no ominous blue light, even though it still has the visual representation of it. There's nothing. Now, you can, however, hear through the wall, which you think it's on the other side of you. You do hear that after probably about 2 hours or so, you do start to hear that small hum coming back, and you can tell that it's definitely. You can hear it on the wall. You can actually feel it on the wall as well. So, but you do know that the 2 fireplaces that were in the banquet area, the one on the north and then one on the south, were neither destroyed or deactivated. So, well, they were deactivated, but it seems like maybe they are starting to come back to life. Now, you have also, since you were successful on that perception check, which is a great first choice, you've also unlocked Arcana and Thievery as well.
Well, I don't really want to leave the room to go mess with that by myself, so...
I'll go with you.
Well, then we'd be leaving everybody else in here sleeping without us watching them.
So is it just you two up this time?
Yeah.
Ooh, I like it. Split the party.
Not this one's party.
STP.
What if you use your stealth to at least look into the other room and see what's going on?
We got the door barricaded. I don't think we can dismantle it stealthily.
I'll allow an athletics check to do a pretty good job at it. I mean, if it just depends on how strong Mr. Shamash is. I mean, is he tired from the long combat, or does he still have enough in him to get that barricade down?
Athletics check would be all on you, not me.
It would be. Well, that's good. You're able to get it. You don't hear anything else, Waylon, with your, you're still checking it out. Nothing's changed. It's still the same type of vibration that you're getting from, being on the wall, checking it out. And you're able to move everything, and you're actually pretty sure that you got it to the most quietest that you could have moved everything, and without making a bunch of racket. And you didn't even wake up Batista, Tomanuk, or Melik, so and that's pretty good. You didn't wake them up at all. You're lucky you didn't roll any lower, dude.
I will stealth out there then to take a look. You want me to roll on, or are you gonna roll it yourself?
No, you can go ahead and stealth. I mean, it's dim lit, so I mean, you can definitely use the shadows to your advantage. That's for sure. There are definitely shadows around this place. Oh damn, nice roll. Yeah, you're able to. You make your way over to the banquet area. You can either get there by the northern door or the southern door. You do notice that when you do go into the banquet room, Walian, you notice that the north and the south both have activated again. However, it doesn't have the same how should I explain this? It doesn't have the same type of glow and the same type of appearance as what it did when the Archons were actually spilling out of those things. So, but it is definitely, it's definitely back on though.
Well, I'm gonna go to this north one and start messing with the runes to turn it off.
Okay.
An Arcana check or a Thievery check?
You can give me either or, whatever you feel more confident in doing, basically.
I'll go with Arcana.
Ooh, nice. Nice. It goes out. And actually, I'm going to go so far as to say it goes out to the same effect that the other two that you have put out as well.
Alright, then nothing's popping out of this other one yet?
No. Now, when you get back to the door, when you get back to this door right here, Wheelian, you notice that on the floor, Metallica is starting to melt. And even though it's still keeping the same temperature, you know, it's still freezing, Metallica is literally starting to melt. And you can sense, well, you not only sense, you can literally see what looks to be like a giant maul in his body. So, I mean, it looks like there's a huge weapon that is actually, inside of his body, because he is made of ice. So he is starting to melt, and through the transparency of the ice, you can, there's a weird shape in there, and it looks to be like a huge maul, like a big, huge two-handed maul.
I'm going to disregard that until the T-1000 is done melting.
The T-1000, I love it.
And then I'll go to the southern one here and do the same thing to this one, unless stuff starts popping out.
No, not yet. Man, your rolls are fucking slamming tonight, man. Holy crap. Same thing, Wayland.
Is a 37 a good number?
The ominent blue light fades out. Same effect as the other three. So you've basically, with the help of Melik on one of those, you've basically disarmed all of those traps now. Pretty nice.
Okay. I'll go
Nice
up and
job.
check out this maul on the T-1000.
It's still, you're not able to actually pull it out because, Metallica is a pretty...
Oh, I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, he's a pretty heavy dude, but you can see, I mean, the handle's not sticking out or anything like that, but he is starting to shrink in size and mass, and you can see this hammer. I mean, you're not able to literally pick it up. I mean, it is literally frozen inside of his body, inside of his corpse.
Can I do like an Arcana check or something to see if it's magical at all?
Sure. Wow. You definitely think it's magical. You can see that there's a lot of runes on the hammer itself, something that's usually not on a normal item. And you think it definitely has magical properties. Well, you don't think, you know it has magical properties. And that's probably how Metallica was probably powered.
Shit, we can make our own army of T-1000s.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm going to go back into the room and I'll say, hey, Shamash, I think I found a new weapon for you. Oh, and the other fireplaces are turned off. Don't have to worry about that crap anymore.
He had to just step out real quick and take care of it. So what are you going to do, Shamash? You haven't...
Well, Shamash is going to go investigate that weapon he's talking about.
Mm-hmm. How are you gonna do this? How are you gonna do this, there, Mr. Shamash? What are you gonna do?
Well, Shamash is thinking about wailing on
Wailing.
Metallica with the great axe to get to the mall.
Well, you still
Whoa,
have acrobatics, dungeoneering, thievery, heal, endurance, and now you can do diplomacy as well. So, but you are whaling has done a pretty solid job. So you have one action left. Basically, this is the last round, and then this is going to basically be the 4 hours, and the other group will then take over, and you guys will basically flip flop.
Metallica's already melting. No sense in trying to smash it up and making noise, as well as interrupting our friend's sleep. I just say just keep watching it to make sure it doesn't decide to walk off by itself. And once we're all awake and he's done melting, then we can just pick it up.
He's just a dumb fighter, Waylon. All he knows how to do is break stuff and smash stuff. That's all he's doing.
There's no reason to reaping strike the dead body there to get them all out. So
Yeah, I was gonna say you hear in the corner of it, reaping strike.
So
Well, in that case, what Shamash is going to do is he's going to roll an endurance to see if he would be able to get enough rest staying at this point rather than going back into the barricaded room. Because he wants to be there when that hammer or that maul is available.
So you just want to pull a little portable bed out there, right, basically?
Just crawl up and roll up in a ball on the floor.
Cuddle up with that hammer?
Yeah.
Cuddle up with that maul? Nice.
So can I do the endurance?
Absolutely. Well, what's up with y'all's rolls tonight? They're really good. This y'all's bonuses is what's really nice about it. But Waylion's rolls have been really good. So, yep, Shamash, you're able to determine that you'll be able to come out here, rest. You haven't heard anything. Now, also, with your endurance check, you were able to check on the others, make sure that they were warm still, because you basically took all of the blankets and everything from the room where the two dead men were, and you were able to basically make sure that everyone was continuing to stay warm. And you even warmed up Wailing a little bit too.
And the extra blankets I had, I threw over top of Metallica.
Ah!
User joined your
He says,
channel.
"Thank you." No, he doesn't. All right, it's time to switch. So,
during the